Hello humans, I'm Annalisa, and today I thought I would actually, for the first time, go over the new makeup brand that I've been obsessed with, which is Beautycounter. And I used to do tons of tutorials and stuff like that online, but it has been actually years since I've done that. So the first step is going to be using my Beautycounter Tint Skin. There we go. Tint Skin. I use linen as my color because I live in the Northwoods, y'all, and I'm pale. I put a little bit here. Come on. Here. So like these are literally like tiny lines, and it's actually a really translucent foundation that genuinely looks like my skin. So I mix it with my favorite product ever, the Countermatch Adaptive Moisture Lotion. This stuff was like the first product that made me like fall in love with this company, because I had oily skin, and those of you who have oily skin, you know that it is like the death of us to put face oils, serums, or moisturizers on our faces. So when I was told to try it, I was like, first of all, no, because I'll break out, you know the story. And then I tried it, and it actually balanced my skin and had an even texture. And that was the moment when I was like, yeah, I'll do this. Right, as you can see, it's like, let's get up close here. It's like super translucent. It just looks like my skin. You can still see that my skin is there. It's not a different tone than my natural color. It's not cakey. It's not uneven. The stuff just blows my mind. We're gonna use this guy right here, boop, to do the rest of toning, contouring, and gold shimmery highlights on the cheekbones. So this came out last holiday, and it's actually, I think it's out of stock right now because it's that good. I will never buy another highlight powder in my entire life because it shows enough where it looks like you have highlight and that it's this natural glow, and it like brings out the right parts, but I don't know, and it's just all the right colors. I do, whoa, other side. I do my face, blush, cheeks with this. Let's see, I contour with this, and I highlight with this. And it's like the perfect combination to make me look like I actually have color and tone in my face in these hard months. All right, so we're gonna go ahead, whoop, I cannot do this in reverse. Do. So then I do that on the bulk of my forehead, chin, underneath where your contour is gonna go, and then pretty much everywhere else. All right, so now I'm gonna do the contour, which looks kind of dark, but it's not, and it's really shimmery. It matches the shimmer in all the other highlight. So for me, it just like gives this beautiful glowy look. So I'm gonna take my contour. And one thing that I notice that lots of people do is they like, don't be afraid to literally blend your contour into your hair. Because if there's a line and there's really dark contour right here and that's where it starts, it doesn't have the cohesive color flow that it should. All right, and then we're gonna do crown of our forehead. And then we're just gonna take this guy and we're just gonna blend it all out. We're gonna use this pretty little guy right here. I know that a lot of people do highlight with fan brushes, and I've honestly just never had one, so who knows? Maybe that's better. Let me know in the comments if you like love your fan brush, then like, I'll try it, okay? I'll try it. So we're gonna take my beautiful gold and dab it on cheekbone. Something that I do that, who knows if it works for your face or not, but I actually bring the highlight up around the crown of the eyebrow. And for me, it just helps flow. There's no starting and ending lines that, you know, make it look like, oh, she like put highlight on this much of her cheek and it's right here and that's it. I like it to come full circle around the top of the eyebrow. So many people don't highlight around their eyebrows, especially if they color them in. And it's just, it gives you such a flat look if you don't highlight around them. Put highlight right here, people, okay? It's like, it works. And then the tip of your nose, all sparkly, there we go. This was one of the first palettes I got from Beautycounter, as you can see, because it's like destroyed. But I will never, the only other palettes I've gotten are because they're fun and cool, like this one. When this hit the shelves, I think I was like the first cart that it was in, because I was like waiting for it. But this is the, it's just this nude, coppery tone, warm tone palette that has, oh, it's so good. It's so good. And it's just perfect for you people that just need this everyday, glowy, natural look. I've been using it for over a year, like every single day, not being frugal with it at all, over a year. And this one is the only one that's depleted at all because I literally like put it on my entire body. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna start out using Suede, this guy right here, and just going over my entire eye area and bringing a little bit of a even tone color to start out with. And then we're gonna build from there. Let me tell you, I don't know if I'm doing this all in order or not. This is just my routine. I'm not like super technical, as you may have noticed, in case any of you know what you're doing. I apologize. I was never super into makeup, and then I became super into makeup. Okay, so now we have a nice little nude baseline. I'm gonna take a little bit of a finer, rougher brush and go for my favorite, sienna. This burnt sienna orange is so good, especially when you're pairing it with, I have nude dress pants on, and these geometric, chunky brass earrings, and then a white shirt. So that sienna color is just the perfect like orangey tone to have on your eyes to not completely wash you out. So we're actually gonna start with that one because it's matte, it's not the shimmery one. Switching back to this little bit of a wider, softer brush, going onto my copper, and I'm gonna go over everything in that to help blend it out, but also add this really pretty coppery, shimmery finish onto the overall eye. My brow stuff for Beautycounter came in yesterday, so I can finally put eyebrows on, which is very exciting. So, listen, I've had the Anastasia dip brow and the brush, and I still have the brush. And even though I got like professionally color matched with my tone to that brow, and I know some people like a heavier, sharper brow look, that's fine. But this just gives you kind of like the Glossier boy brow stuff that they have. It kind of gives you that same effect where it's like, oh, she naturally has these filled out, shaped, beautiful brows, and these, they only have a couple tones, honestly, but it's so weird. Like no matter what you order, it's not always that different from your shade because so much of their stuff is translucent. So like this is the one that I have. It looks super light. What color do I have? Oh, light. Okay, that makes sense. So what I typically do is I just extend this bottom line and give this underline a little bit more of an extension. Because my eyebrows are small. So it's not even just about shaping them, but it's also about just like giving me eyebrows as well. And then this one is always my tough eyebrow. Like, it's just not shaped efficiently to be anything, where it always ends up like this weird shape. So I'm gonna start out with that lunar color in this palette. And I use a little flat tip brush because it's just nice for like pushing in creases. So I'm gonna take my lunar and just give a brighter shimmer underneath that brow. And now it has definition, yay! Okay, so then I'm gonna take that color again and go in the crease of my eye, in the crease of this eye, on the lid. Like, if you want to make your eyes look bigger, put a lighter color on your lid. Even if you just bring a little bit of shimmer just to the center of your lid, it will make your eyes look like they're coming out a lot more forward. Oh, you guys. See, I'm not an expert, and this is why this crap happens, okay? So, this Sahara color at the bottom, the middle one, goes under your eye as an under eye shadow. Because another thing is, when you have a really flat under eye, it makes your upper eyes look a lot darker than they are. And so to just help even it out, I remember when I was on set and a makeup artist did this to me for the first time, I was like, oh, you are changing my life. So then I'm going to wear one of the translucent lipsticks from Beautycounter. It's the first one I got. It's the only one I have, so it's the one I have to use. In the tone Rose, but I haven't had to get any new ones because this is just like a really good, whether you're going out and super fancy, it's this beautiful natural tone that's all pink and rosy. Duh. But for me, it's also just something to change your lip color a little bit once you put foundation on, because we all know it all blends together. So even if I just like dab it around a little bit and give myself some color and shimmer. And I will link all of the products that I used below with my personal shopping link, so you can check it out. You can ask me questions. I'm also gonna link my blog where I give more information about the products. I have an ethical living page, I have a plant-based power page, I have a lifestyle page, all the good stuff, where if you're trying to get more into a clean swap lifestyle for the new year, we can go ahead. Oh man, I should have put my hair up. That looks so much better. This is why I can't have long hair. It just will never be up or down, ever, ever. I love my hair up. Oh, look how long it's getting. Okay, anyway, back to what I was saying. So I'll have all of those things linked below. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Go ahead and subscribe, click, follow, like, whatever you feel like doing. And stay weird.